Hey guys, it's the Truth Factory here, and I'm coming to cover, or I should say uncover, more clues and puzzle pieces into Seth Rich's death. I have some pretty big things to blow out of the water today, and first I want to talk about this guy, Andrew. He got Seth his job at the DNC and was supposedly his mentor. Less than a month before Seth was killed, he moved to Boston because of a six-figure job there. Okay, great. The day that he announced to the DNC that he was leaving his job to go to Boston is the same day the last DNC email is dated. It's kind of interesting. Did he have something to do with the email leak, or was he trying to stop it? I'm sure Seth is not the only one who knew about the IWillVote.com voter suppression scam, and I'm sure he would ask his coworkers and mentors about it. So here's where it gets weird. Andrew posted this to Twitter. Today I learned a group of pandas is called an embarrassment. #PandaFacts. Now the original post is in regards to a type of software where pandas are text speak, but if you look at the date on this, why would you make an inside tech joke to somebody who's dead? We also know that Seth was obsessed with pandas. Even the news covered this, and a lot of his usernames had the word panda in it. I think panda is synonymous with Seth, and I think this was a slant at Seth.
And you can see in that picture of Seth and Kelsey a panda bear, one of his other big passions.
You could obviously take this to mean that Andrew was calling Seth a traitor. He also said this. But man, imagine how disappointed Pepe Twitter is going to be when they find out Seth was Jewish. Which seems like Andrew was just kind of a dick and maybe not best friends with Seth. These tweets have since been deleted since people started pointing them out. A little strange. But here's the biggest thing, I think. We know that his friend Joe was at the White House, and so I wanted to see if maybe Andrew was there too. And ding, ding, frickin' ding, White House visitor logs show that Andrew was at the White House a few weeks after Seth's murder. For someone who moved to Boston a couple months ago, why would you fly all the way back to Washington and take a tour of the White House in a city that you had lived in for years? What's changed that all of a sudden, maybe I'll do a tour of the White House today while I'm in Washington? Also, you can notice that he went to the executive building in the tour. It's very, very suspicious. And last night, Seth's Reddit account was found, and it did have his name in his email, identifying that it was his account. Nothing much political was here, it was just everyday posts. The account was about 6 years old. But then another account was found that he made only a few months before he died, called Pandas for Bernie. And here we can see that he was a hardcore Bernie supporter and did not like Hillary Clinton. Here's like a little poem he wrote here about his feelings, so they're pretty passionate, and this shows his allegiance to Bernie. And after finding out about the IWillVote.com scheme, he would be disgruntled and maybe enough to leak the emails. Craig Murray, who has close ties to Assange, said, "The source had legal access to the information. The documents came from inside leaks, no hacks. Discussed at the corruption of the Clinton Foundation and tilting of the primary election playing against Bernie Sanders. I think Seth was going to take down Hillary in a class action lawsuit against the DNC for suppressing Bernie voters. And maybe these emails were Seth's insurance policy, like if I die, make sure the world sees this sort of thing." One more quick piece of information. I had talked in a previous video, Guccifer 2.0, who is a known hacker, posted this, stating that Seth was a source. You can see that the woman he's talking to there, her name is Robin Young, and this is what she had to say on Twitter. "People are asking me if I gave info about #SethRich to the news, media, or police. I did, and no one cared. Thank you at WikiLeaks for your post." And that just confirms what we already know. This is a huge cover-up. There's just so much mounting evidence that we're finding. And I know that everybody in the law enforcement knows this too. It's just a really sad state of affairs. We need to drain the swamp, and we need to get vengeance for not only this, but the other trail of bodies that Hillary has left behind in her career. She needs to be accountable for her atrocities. Thank you.